And tomorrow, a Wake County judge will hear arguments from Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s legal team about why his name should be taken off the North Carolina ballot. The judge will have to make a quick decision. By the end of this week, Board of Elections offices across North Carolina will start sending out tens of thousands of absentee ballots. Queen City News reporter Caroline Boyer is in the studio tonight. And Caroline, what are our election officials and directors saying about this lawsuit?
Brian, they must have the ballots out by Friday and haven't gotten any orders to stop their work, so they have no choice but to move forward as planned.
We have to proceed until we hear different with those marching orders.
Mecklenburg County Board of Elections Director Michael Dickerson is preparing to mail about 14,000 absentee ballots to voters all over the world. This is what a sample ballot looks like for Mecklenburg voters. You'll notice Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s name is listed under presidential candidates, despite his lawsuit against the North Carolina Board of Elections to get his name removed from the ticket after suspending his campaign in swing states.
I am required by law to have those out 60 days, so we're going full force right now.
The board denied Kennedy's request, saying it's not practical to reprint the ballots and meet the state's absentee voting deadline.
The State Board of Elections was essentially saying, if you had done this a month, 2 months ago, yeah, we could probably play ball. But at this point, we've already printed out the ballots. We've already spent millions of dollars.
Political science professor Chris Cooper tells me there's likely a strategy behind the lawsuit. Cooper thinks Kennedy wants to keep his name in the mix, but not cost former President Donald Trump the election by taking away key votes in swing states.
RFK Jr. tried really hard to get on the ballot, and now he is trying really hard to get off the ballot.
Cooper predicts if Kennedy's name stays on the ballot in the Tar Heel state, he's likely to tip the scales in favor of Vice President Kamala Harris.
I think there was a thought that perhaps because of the Kennedy name, because of some of his opinions and attitudes and policy stances on the environment, that perhaps he pulled from the left. And I think what we learned over the course of the last few months is that he's more likely to pull from Trump, despite what people thought at the very beginning.
Unless the judge rules otherwise in the last-minute hearing tomorrow, you should expect to see Kennedy's name when you head to the polls. Brian.